everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, I know, I've been a little busy, with life and quarantine, but I'm back and with a very highly suggested video. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make the easiest, most gorgeous looking smoky eye with only 3 eyeshadows and not even struggling too much about it. I've been getting a lot of comments from my friends telling me how to perfectly create a smoky look, so I decided to film this video for you guys today. And I filmed this intro later after I filmed the video because I lost the first clip. So if you see me switching from to no makeup and different clothes, that's what it is for. So there's that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any more suggestions, you can just leave them as a comment down below. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and let's go. Alright, so this is pretty much how I want my eye to look. I'm gonna finish it up in a little bit, but as of right now, this is how it should look. And I'm gonna show you guys how I achieve this look on this side right now. So I got a pucker brush. It should look something like this. This is just a regular e.l.f. brush. I think it's called blending brush, but for me I use it more as a packer brush because the bristles are so tight next to each other, so you can pick up a lot of pigment. So I'm gonna go to the shade Here's, and just pack my brush, and then tap the excess off, and then stamp it on my eye in a dome shape. And if you have hooded eyes, try to bring it a little above your actual crease. And this shade is really good. It's not going to have any fallout on your eyes, so don't be scared about that. Just start packing the color until you achieve the shape that you want. Try not to bring it too close to your inner corner. Just close enough, if you know what I mean. See how my the hood of my eye kind of hugs the eyeshadow? If you have hooded eyes, you should be able to see the eyeshadow past your crease. I'm going to get more eyeshadow and try to bring the black on top of my crease. It can honestly be as high as you feel like because we're going to blend it out later, and it's not going to be a big issue even if you bring it up a little too much, honestly. There, you see? So now I'm looking straight at you and you can still see the eyeshadow peeking through. So now we're gonna leave the eyeshadow like that, and we're gonna get a blending brush. This is my personal favorite one. This is from Morphe. This is the M433. It's a nice blending brush. Just gonna clean the previous eyeshadow because I want it to be clean. I'm using one of these like sponge thingies that help you like clean your brush in between. That's that. And now we're gonna start softly blending the harsh edges. I usually do circular motions, and then I switch from circular to windshield wipers. So that's why I recommend doing the best, because you have a lot of control over your eyeshadow and you don't want to create a mess either. So go slowly and a very light hand over the edges. Also, I recommend in between to clean your brush so you don't transfer any eyeshadow to places you don't want to. Also, be very careful when you go to the inner corner because you don't want to bring that black tool into the inner corner because you might look like you have a black eye and you don't want that. So when you achieve your desired blending, just like me right now, you're just going to leave it like that, and we're going to clean our brush or get a different blending brush, whatever you prefer, and we're going to switch to a brown shade. The one that I'm going to be using is from the same palette and it's called the Morgue. It's actually a more cool tone brown, but I don't mind it. You can use warm tone if you want, but for this look I'm going to keep it very cool. Tap the excess off and then start blending a little higher from where you blended before. Same motions. And a very light hand again. This is how it should look like so far. Now I'm going to switch to a second blending brush, and this is going to be a little smaller one. It's going to create a nice transition between the colors. The one that I'm using is another Morphe 562. looks like this. And firstly, I'm gonna just blend without anything on it, just so I can make the transition very nice and clean. Then I'm gonna take another color that's gonna be a lighter brown shade. This one is gonna be Last Respect. And just pack that on my brush just a little bit, tap the excess off, and then go over the harsh edges with this. Alright, and after I'm done with this, I'm gonna just try and intensify the black a little bit, because after all the blending, I think we lost it a little bit. So same packing brush, black color, just start packing it. Same blending brush we used before. And that should be the final look. I'm gonna leave it like that for now, and we're gonna grab our eyeliner. It should be a waterproof eyeliner, preferably. Now, if you don't, it's alright, but if you want it to last, it should be a waterproof eyeliner. This is just an old one that I got from a brand called Lobby. Just looks like so. We're gonna tight line our top lash line and then the inner waterline. So let's do that real quick. It should look like so. That's gonna be the eyes for now, and then let's move on to the face. I've already done my primer. I used the e.l.f. hydrating primer all over my face, and I'm gonna switch to my foundation, which is gonna be the Ordinary, and this is in the color 1.2Y, and I'm gonna mix 1 drop of this AOA in the color Porcelain 301, just because I think I lost a little bit of my tan, so I'm gonna mix the two together and make my perfect shade. So for a smoky look, you should always do your eyes first, just in case, because even if your palette is very good, you don't want to risk any of the black going on your face while you have your foundation on, because that's gonna be a pain and a half to fix, and nobody has time for that. Right, so that's the foundation all done. I purposely leave my under eyes a little more bare, because I don't like putting too much product under my eyes because it looks kind of cakey. Alright, so now we're gonna grab our concealer. And the one that I'm using is the Too Faced Born This Way, which also I should get a new one because I'm almost out of it. And I'm gonna keep it on the highlights on my face and eyes. So inner corner, outer eye, and then side of the nose. Same thing on the other side. Let it sit for a second, because the more you leave your concealer sit, the more coverage you're gonna get out of it. So I'm gonna just start buffing all the chin and the forehead first, and then leave the under eyes for last. Should look something like that. And now we're gonna set our under eyes and then continue with the rest of the eye. So I firstly go with a small brush so I can put the powder really close to where I want it to, and then go with a bigger puff to put the powder on the rest of the face. Mostly because my eyes tend to like crease a lot, so I like to go with a smaller brush to the areas where I know they're gonna crease, and then go with a bigger puff and do the rest of the face. So this is a cool trick if your eyes do the same thing. Just be very careful. I'm using the Airspun powder, by the way. Anyway, so that's that, and I'm gonna give a bigger puff and more powder, and then go ham under my eye. Yeah, and especially if your powders, your eyeshadows tend to have a lot of fallout, then you should want to do this. I'm gonna put a little bit more on the areas of my face that tend to crease fastest, which is my chin, around my mouth, and my forehead. I'm gonna leave the rest for later, so I'm gonna let it sit for now. Alright, for the lower lash line, we're gonna grab a small brush, the smallest that you have, This is what I'm gonna be using. I think it's a little packer brush, but I use it for details on the eye. It's the Morphe M213. By the way, don't judge this. It's just eyebrow pomade that I like to put on my hand to warm up. Relevant. And we're gonna grab a black eyeshadow and then go as close to the lash line as possible. Actually, wait, no. Before that, I want to do something. Before that, we're gonna grab our black eyeliner, the waterproof one, and try to smudge the line that we have on our waterline as much as we possibly can. Don't make your eyes look like a raccoon, but try to bring it a little lower on the actual lash line. There. That. Then we're gonna use the same brush, but clean for now, and try to smudge that as best as we can. I usually go back and forth like windshield wiper motions. Again, with the light hand, you don't want to be too harsh. Perfect, you do something like that, and then now we have to grab the black eyeshadow and just pat it on top of the black eyeliner. Just pat it, don't do anything, don't blend or nothing, just pat it there. It should look something like that. And you want to grab the small fluffy brush that we used before, this one. You have to have a clean blending brush and blend the harsh edges very, very lightly. With almost no pressure at all. Just let the brush do the work for you. Should look something like this. Now if you want, you can leave it like that, or you can lay it out with a little more of the brown eyeshadow we use for the upper eye. And I'm going to do that only a little bit, only on the outer part of the eye. And that should be the final look of the eye so far. Now if you want, you can put some glitter on your eyes. If you want to keep it matte, that's totally up to you. I'm probably just going to put a little bit of shimmer on the inner corner, maybe like the brow bone, and then that's pretty much going to be it. Before that, let me just set my eyebrows with this eyebrow gel from Maybelline. So that's that, and let's just continue with the face right now. I'm going to dust the excess powder off on my face. Carefully under the eyes, then mess up the black. Use the excess to continue with the rest of the face. I'm gonna get a pressed powder and my wet beauty sponge. It's gonna be the e.l.f. powder in the color Fair. And we're gonna use the flat side, pick up the powder, and then go under our eyes. Once more. Secure that area and then continue the rest of the face. I personally use 2 powders because my face is oily. Actually, this combination, my T-zone is oily and the rest tends to be kind of normal for dry, I guess. So using 2 powders helps my makeup stay on longer, and if you have the same issue, you should try that as well. Also, I'm sorry if I keep looking down for some reason. It's because I have a mirror there and I keep looking, forgetting that the camera is up there. So there's that. Here's the powder as well, and I'm gonna spray a little bit of setting spray. This is the Makeup Revolution, the Matte Fix. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about this setting spray because it does smell like pure alcohol, which is awful for your face. But this is the one that I have right now, and I want to give it a try and see if it works. So far, I haven't seen any damage on my face, but we shall see. Alright, so let's now continue with our contour. I'm gonna use this, what is this? Luxie 512 small contouring brush and my Too Faced contour kit. And mix the 2 lightest shades and go red for my cheekbones all. I usually tend to go a little higher from where my actual cheekbones are, only because I like the more lifted effect. So that's a cool trick if you want to try it. I also bring it down my neck and my jawline for a more harsh look. Whenever I do a smoky eye, it's all about the harshness in my head. So I try to make everything really intense. This is the face contour for now, and for the nose, I'm gonna switch to a smaller brush. Right now, the one that I like using for contour is the Luxie something. Luxie 121. It's a nice flat brush, and it gives me a lot of control over where I want the contour. Same 2 shades. I go to the sides and create 2 lines, continuing down the tip of my nose. Try to bring them as close as I like them to be. The further away the lines are, the bigger your nose is going to look, and the closer they are, the smaller it's going to look. And then I try to contour the tip, because I like my nose to be a little more uplifted. The opposite of me. Joking. And I also like to bring a line on the top to make it more like a round shape. You don't want any harsh lines, so you always should blend as much as you possibly can. If you think you're done with blending, just blend a little more just in case. And then you'll be done with blending. And I'm just gonna put some extra powder on the sides to intensify the contour. Our nose contour. I'm gonna grab my bronzer. You should stick to a more cool tone bronzer if you have. The one that I have right now is pretty neutral, I would say. It's from a Pretty Vulgar in 113 Bronze Mannequin. So I'm gonna use that. But if you have any more cool toned, you should stick to that one, especially for this look. And slowly tap that on your face. This bronzer is actually really pigmented, so I always like to tap the edges off and go really slow. Because if you go really hard, you're gonna get a lot of powder, and it's gonna be really hard to come back from that. So I always try to keep it on the outside part of my face, not to bring it too close. A little bit in the nose as well. After I'm done with this, I'm gonna put some blush. Normally I don't like using blushes, but when it comes to dark looks like that, I think it kind of goes together. But you should be really gentle about it, not too much, just a little bit, just for the hint. I'm using the Ciate London in Burned. It's gonna have also a little bit of highlight in it, so which I don't mind personally. Tap the excess off and go really lightly. Nose, cheeks. I like to keep it back my face. That's that. And now I'm gonna continue with the eyes. I want to finish them up. For the inner corner, I'm gonna use the shade from the same palette, Diamond Ashes. I'm gonna spray my brush, make it a little more opaque. This shade is very creamy, so you probably won't even need the setting spray. But I like to do that because I like the more wet look. Especially with eye looks like this. That's gonna be the eye, and then I'm gonna do the highlight, which is gonna be the Ofra highlight. Let me just go grab it. It's gonna be the Ofra Glazed Donut highlight. It's a beautiful color. And as a base, I'm actually gonna use the Physicians Formula highlight, the Butter highlight, which looks like this. It's one of my favorites. It's very creamy. It's gonna be a great base for this highlight. Let me pick up the Butter highlight first. Let me just spray my face one more time so it can be a sticky area. The nose, bridge of the nose, forehead, chin, and lips. Also gonna do the eyebrow, tip of the eyebrow. I mean, what am I saying? The brow bone. There we go, Jesus. Now we're gonna get the Ofra highlight. Be very gentle with that because it's a very pigmented highlight. I like to do a little more extra on the nose, so I'm gonna use my finger. and blend that out. And my lips a little bit. And that's pretty much it. Let's finish the eyes with some mascara and some eyelashes and be right back. And I'm back with lashes on and mascara on. The lashes I used are some that I found in TJ Maxx, but they're actually become my favorite. If you guys ever go and find this brand, I highly suggest you get it. It's called the Cream Shop. It's like this, and it was only $5. It was only $5 at TJ Maxx, so if you can find this, go ahead and get it. It's 3D Foxman, and the style is bougie, I think. Maybe? I don't know. And the mascara I used, actually used two different ones. For the top, I used the Maybelline Lash Sensation. For the bottom, I actually used waterproof mascara because I don't trust myself with mascaras from the bottom lash line. So I used the Milk Couche waterproof mascara. And not gonna lie, I love this look so far. Like come on. Now for the lips, you want to keep it neutral as possible. I still haven't found a neutral lipstick that I actually like and I swear from. So if you guys have any recommendations for a good nude lip, just hit me up because I could really use some inspiration right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna line my lips with this with Essence lip liner in the color 07 Plum Cake, and then I'm gonna fill it out with a light nude shade. I'm actually gonna be a little creative and combine some colors, so we'll see what I come up with. Okay, so I ended up using the lip liner that I showed you and this lip crayon from Twisted Kisses, I think. It looks like this, and that's what the inside looks like. It's a very nice matte lip crayon, and I actually love it. I actually like the combo, not gonna lie. You can leave it matte like this, or you can make it glossy, which I am gonna do because I love a good gloss. I'm gonna use my favorite lip gloss from Lime Crime, the Wet Cherry, which, as you can see, I need to get a new one because I'm running out of. And the shade is Sparkling Cherry. And you guys, if you have any of these lip glosses, you know what I mean. But if you don't, and you see them in the store, go and smell them. And they smell like cherry candy. Oh my god, they smell so good. Like, I'm surprised how people do not try to eat these because they smell so fucking yummy. And that's pretty much it. Let's just spray our faces one more time with a setting spray, and then I'm gonna fix my hair, put a different outfit on, and I'll be back with a finished look. Alright, I'm back, and yeah, I have curly hair, and I haven't cut my hair in like 4 to 5 years, not even exaggerating, and damn, I love the way it looks like. It makes me feel like a little princess, like I should be like, I don't know, Cassie as Rapunzel or something, but whatever. Yeah. So this is the final look, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's pretty easy if I say so myself, and if you try it, please tag me on Instagram or leave us a comment down below because I'm really curious if you guys try it and find it easy. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any more recommendations, leave them down as a comment down below. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the little bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And follow me on my socials, there's going to be somewhere on the screen here. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much and have a good day. Bye bye. Mwah.